Hello everybody, how are you all? Hope you be doing great. Welcome back to today's session of Learning Mathematics with me. I would like to request please subscribe the channel Tangent Academy. Also like the video and share it with your friends too. In this session, I am wishing to establish the relation between Cartesian coordinates of and polar coordinate of a complex number. I am also intended to get you understand what are modulus and argument of a complex number. When we know that in an argument plane, x-axis is treated as real axis and y-axis is treated as imaginary axis. Whenever I say z is equal to x plus y, which is a complex number, then x-axis is treated as a real axis and y-axis is treated as imaginary axis. We know that an argument plane x-axis is always treated as real axis and y-axis is always treated as imaginary axis. Geometrically, the point x minus y, the point x minus y is the mirror image of the point xy. This is why we can write a complex number z is equal to x plus iy and we can write a complex number z bar is equal to x minus iy. So first of all, get understand that x-axis is treated as real axis and y-axis is treated as imaginary axis in a argument plane. Now we wish to establish the relation between a polar coordinate and a Cartesian coordinate. Suppose in the argument plane there is a point P whose coordinate is xy. It means when we go P x unit on the x-axis, positive x-axis on the, and when we go upward y unit, then we will reach at the point, this very point P xy. The same point at right angle, we have to move at right angle, x unit in the x-axis and y unit upward, as point is located in the first quadrant, y unit upward. So we will reach the point at P. There is another way to reach at that point when the magnitude of the length OP is given. Let the origin name is O. OP is given and the inclination of this very point theta is also given. Then in this way also we can reach the same point Pxy. So there is two ways for reaching this very point P. When Cartesian coordinate x and y are given and when polar coordinate, the magnitude of this OP, r and theta are given. This coordinate r and theta is called polar coordinate. while this point Pxy is called Cartesian coordinate. We are intended to establish the relation between this polar coordinate and Cartesian coordinate. So let us, this point is A. Then clearly in this right triangle AP by OP is equal to sin theta. In right triangle OAP, AP by OP is equal to sin theta, implies AP is equal to OP sin theta, implies AP is equal to R sin theta. So we have obtained the value of AP, that is AP, value of AP is equal to Y, implies Y is equal to R sin theta. In the similar pattern we can obtain X is equal to R cos theta in the given right triangle. Now we squaring the relation 1 and relation 2 and adding up, let us see what relation obtained. Squaring and adding, squaring and adding, relation 1 and 2, we get x square plus y square is equal to r square sin square theta plus cos square theta. And we know that the identical value of this relation is 1. Therefore, x square plus y square is equal to r square. Taking square root of r, we get r is equal to under root x square plus y square. Here negative sign is rejected because our aim is to find only magnitude, not direction. So value of this r, that is magnitude of the OP line, is given by under root x square plus y square, which is called modulus of the complex number z is equal to x plus iy. That is mod z is equal to r is equal to under root x square plus y square, which gives the magnitude of the line segment OP. Now dividing relation 1 by relation 2. 1 divided by 2, we get r sin theta divided by r cos theta is equal to y by r, y by x, sorry, r cancelled out, so we have obtained tan theta is equal to y by x. taking a absolute value, as we mentioned that theta is taken as acute angle. So taking absolute value tan theta will be absolute value of y by x, which is called amplitude or argument. The value of theta is called amplitude or argument. Follow it? Now, in different cases arises when we say about amplitude or argument. Suppose in the first quadrant, the point PXY lies. And the acute angle theta will be equal to alpha. Here I am treating alpha as amplitude in general. So in first quadrant theta will be equal to alpha. Suppose we have reached at the second quadrant. And this angle is theta. Then we take the acute angle in the second quadrant as alpha, and this alpha will give you argument. Draw the perpendicular on this very x-axis. Then alpha is given by pi minus theta. Pi minus theta. In third quadrant, similarly in third quadrant, if you reach at third quadrant, then this very theta will be treated as alpha is equal to, argument will be treated as pi plus alpha or minus pi minus alpha if we take clockwise direction. Then we will take minus pi minus alpha, or if we take anti-clockwise direction, we will take pi plus alpha. Or in the fourth quadrant, we have either theta is equal to minus alpha, we take for the argument. Is it clear? So these are the four cases. If the point P lies in the first quadrant, then theta is equal to alpha. Argument is same as that of theta. If second quadrant, and let us consider the acute angle as alpha. With respect to this acute angle, the angle formed is in anti-clockwise direction is theta. Then again argument can be written as pi minus theta. And so on the third quadrant, alpha can be treated as pi plus alpha either, or minus bracketed pi minus alpha, or in the fourth quadrant theta is equal to minus alpha. These are the four cases for the argument. So I will take a question among argument polar form. Then what is the polar form of a Then polar form of a coordinate, polar form of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy is given by put the value of x and y. So from here x is r cos theta and y is r sin theta. R cos theta plus I r sin theta. R may be taken as common. R cos theta I sin theta. When we speak of argument, then theta is written as alpha. So z is equal to r cos alpha plus I sin alpha. These two, this is polar form. This is polar form. And this coordinate is Cartesian form. Cartesian form. If you have time, then note it down. It is Cartesian form. They represent, both of them represent the same point on the Argand plane. Now I am wishing to take a question on argument, modulus and polar form. So write down if possible. Let us take a question. If z is equal to I minus 1 divided by cos pi by 3 minus I sin pi by 3, then what will be its argument? And modulus. Also find its polar form. Also find its polar form. This is the question. Z is equal to I minus 1 cos pi by 3 minus I sin pi by 3. We will first of all convert it into the standard form of complex number. So let I minus 1 divided by cos pi by 3 minus cos 60 degree. So it can be written as half minus sin 60 degree root 3 by 2 I. After simplifying we get twice time I minus 1 bracketed I minus 1 minus root 3 I. To rationalize the denominator, I will multiply and divide by its conjugate. So let us multiply and divide. Conjugate of 1 minus root 3i is 1 plus root 3i. So after multiplication we get a plus b, a minus b. Denominator is a square minus b square, that is 3i square, and numerator will be twice is taken common, I plus root 3I square minus 1 minus root 3I. We know that I square is equal to minus 1. I square is equal to minus 1. So this I square minus 1 will here. That term will yields minus root 3 minus 1 minus root 3I minus root 3I divided by, and as I square is minus 1, so minus 1 into minus plus, so 1 plus 3 twice. Let us take this result root 3 minus 1, and I can be taken in the both of these two terms. So we can write minus root 3 plus I divided by 4. 2 times 2 is 4, so in the denominator left 2. Now we will convert it into standard form. Root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 divided by I. So Z will be yields in the form root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 minus root 3 plus 1 by 2 times I. Now it is the form of complex number given. Now it is clearly x plus iy. X plus iy. This is in the form of x plus iy. So our aim is to find first magnitude of this complex number. What will be its magnitude? Let this term is r cos theta. Let r cos theta is equal to root 3 minus 1 divided by 2, and r cos theta, r sin theta is equal to root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. Now squaring and adding we get r square sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to root 3 minus 1 by 2 whole square plus root 3 plus 1 by 2 whole square, which is equal to 3 plus 1 plus minus 2 root 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 y's root 3 divided by 4, taking LCM in both the term. Here we see that 2 root 3 and minus 2 root 3 cancelled out. 3, 1, 4, 4, 8, 8 divided by 4, which will give you 2. So value of r square is equal to 2. So taking absolute value, r is equal to under root 2. This is called magnitude of this complex number. This is called magnitude. So 1 point magnitude is found. Magnitude is found, and magnitude of this point is root 2. Now we are eager to find its amplitude, which is called argument also. We also know that argument is tan alpha is equal to absolute value of imaginary z divided by real z. What do you mean? That means y by x. What is y coordinate? Y coordinate is root 3 plus 1 by 2. Observe this pattern. Y coordinate is root 3 plus 1 by 2. And x coordinate is root 3 minus 1 by 2. Two and 2 cancelled out, which can be written as root 3 plus 1, root 3 minus 1. We have removed the absolute value sign because root 3 plus 1 is already positive and root 3 minus 1 is also positive. So I have removed this modulus sign. Now we will convert it so that it can take a formula of tangent. How it possible? Let us see. Root 3 is taken as common. 1 plus 1 by root 3. Again, in the denominator also take common as root 3. 1 minus 1 by root 3. Root 3 and root 3 is cancelled out. Clearly we can write that 10 pi by 4 is equal to 1. And 1 by root 3, what's value of tangent? Nothing but 10 pi by 6. Clearly, pi by 6 means 30 degree. One should be left free in order to get formula. Here we may treat 1 into 1 by root 3. So here we can write 10 pi by 3 into 10 pi by 4. Sorry, 10 pi by 4 for the value of 1 and 10 pi by 6 for the value of 1. Or this is nothing but 10a plus b is equal to 10a plus 10b divided by 1 minus 10a into 10b. We know the formula. 10a plus b. 10a plus b is equal to 10a plus 10b divided by 1 minus 10a into 10b. So, applying this formula, we can have this value yields to 10 pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Which is equal to, after taking LCM and adding both the terms, we get 10 pi by 12. So we have got 10 theta, 10 alpha is equal to 10 5 pi by 4. Obviously 5 pi by 4, 5 pi by 12 is an acute angle. So we can compare both these angles. Therefore alpha, which is called argument, alpha is equal to 5 pi by 3. Alpha is equal to 5 pi by 3, which is called argument. So we have find two things here. Modulus of that point is root 2 and argument of that point is 5 pi by 3. So standard form will be, polar form will be, polar form will be z is equal to r cos theta plus r cos alpha plus I sin alpha. Put the value of r cos alpha, cos 5 pi by 12 plus I sin 5 pi by 12. I hope you all will like it. So I hope that the video will be helpful for you. Like it, share it. I will meet you with a new video next day. Till then, take care and bye.